Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Wives to the Ooni of Ife are alleged to have submerged in, their anguish over the fact that Ooni of Ife made it very clear that they can only see him twice in a month. Like his own wives, so women that he married can only see him twice in a month. As it is alleged and rumored and reported, you know that I will always say something. They say pikin wey say mama no go sleep. Himself no go see sleep at all. This is the problem. Now, when this man started crying that he wanted his wife, Queen Naomi, back into the palace, I want to believe that if they had shown understanding the way Dr. Elizabeth did and supported this man to bringing Queen Naomi back into the palace, things would not have been the way they are right now. From what we are hearing, they said that the situation is really, really bad. Like the situation is terrible right now in the palace, if this information is true, that the Ooni of Ife is so unhappy over the fact that there's this confusion, back and forth movement, whether Queen Naomi will return or not. And they said he's been very adamant that he wants Queen Naomi to return back on Sunday. Sunday here is next tomorrow. Okay, now there have been consultations here and there. They said everybody should go ahead and do whatever it is that they need to do. Kabiyesi should focus on other things and make sure he gets the Oloris, the two Oloris that they are pointing fingers out of the palace. That is the only way he can find lasting happiness with Olori Naomi. That it is okay. They have seen, diviners have already seen that if he insists, Naomi will return back to the palace on Sunday. But then, here is the question. It's not about Naomi returning back in the palace on Sunday. Right now, as the case is, where is Naomi returning back to stay? That is the question everybody is asking. And you know, the situation right now has brought fears also upon members of Naomi's family and friends who were pushing so hard for Naomi to return. Now, is the return of Naomi to the palace of the Ooni of Ife more important than her safety? Is the return of Naomi to the palace of the Ooni of Ife more important than Kabiyesi's safety? That is the question a lot of well-meaning individuals who have the interest of Queen Naomi at heart. That's the question they are asking right now. That Kabiyesi should do well to cool down and make sure that these women leave the palace before he brings Queen Naomi back into the palace. So right now, since they have succeeded in causing confusion, everybody is well aware that it's not all the Oloris though. Like, of course, they said that one bad fruit can spoil the rest, but unfortunately, the entire Oloris are paying for it. They said the Ooni of Ife had a meeting with them that going forward, they will see him 2 times a month. And which woman wants that no matter what? Why do women get married? We get married because you want companionship. You want somebody you can talk to on a day that, you know, life is hitting you bad, stressfully and all of that. Now, if you get married to a man, be it a king or an ordinary man, you cannot see that man when you want to see the man. What is the essence of being married? And this is why they will tell you that, you know, it's not easy. As a woman, the one thing you don't want to do to yourself is to go and fight and collect another woman's husband, because this is the same thing you will go through over and over again. Now, if this information we are getting is real, he said that going forward from the Oloris and quarters, that they will see him 2 times a month. Yes, so 2 times a month. 2 times a month. Yes, it is. Of course, we do know that he is indeed a very, busy man. As they said, if this information is true, that even right there in the palace, it's not easy. Not that easy for the Ooni of Ife to, for the Oloris to like see him like, normal relationship. Sorry about that noise. I'm actually outside, okay? It's not that easy for like the Oni, the wives to see the Ooni of Ife. Just, the way a man and a woman live, they see each other all the time, hold each other, talk to each other, love each other, and all of that, that their own relationship is different. Now, it's different because, of course, he is Onirisha, okay? It's different because, of course, he has so many wives and he is a very busy person. But right now, he has called the ones that he's even willing to speak to, that he will be seeing them 2 times a month. They should see him 2 times a month. They say the Oloris are not taking this well at all. That this is not something they bargained for. Just as they are crying that this was never their bargain. Never ever their bargain. If they had known that things were going to turn out to be this way, they probably wouldn't have made that decision to settle with the Ooni of Ife. Now, if this information is true, they said they have cried their eyes out, like they don't want things to be the way that a lot of them who were busy fighting Queen Naomi not to return back to the palace, have been living in regret. Like they are very, like they've been living in regret. This has not gone well for them at all, and they wish that they had taken a different route from the very beginning. Now, it's important for you to bear in mind that I've always told you I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. Neither am I related to anyone who is related to the monarch. I'm just a blogger. Whatever information I get, I bring it right here to you, okay? Okay, so now, they say one of the Oloris that is feeling so sad about this is Olori Ashley. That Ashley, at some point before Naomi left the palace, Ashley became very close to the Ooni of Ife. People were just talking about Ashley. As a matter of fact, because people knew that Ooni had stated it clearly that he was never a polygamist, people had thought that Ooni was just going to marry Ashley and settle down with Ashley and forget about marriage. Because a lot of people, with the way Ashley behaves, people think that Ashley is the one person that loves Ooni of Ife more than everybody. So, but Ooni went and married others and married a lot of other women, okay? So, right now, Ashley, who has always had a relationship with the Ooni of Ife, they said she happened to be that one woman that was betrothed to the Ooni of Ife, but it's because she went out, the relationship had a problem, she went out, she had a daughter and all of that. They say Ashley is feeling so bad, that Ashley is feeling so terrible, as we are hearing, if this information is true, that Ashley is feeling so bad, like, when Ooni of Ife called them to address them, to tell them that going forward, they can only see him twice in a month, they say Ashley froze. Like she froze, like she could not even believe what she was hearing. Because, of course, who would want that? You got married for a reason. You didn't get married to be seen as some form of decoration. And that is exactly what they say she is saying, as she is crying and lamenting over the decisions that Kabiyesi is making that is affecting her so much. That it's not all the Oloris that are guilty, that they should deal with the Oloris who are guilty and not make everybody pay for what they know nothing about. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.